the first video on OTM Studios channel. OTM Studios, what does it stand for? It stands for On The Map, and our aim is to help you get put on the map through editing, and we're going to be releasing a bunch of tutorials, walkthroughs on how to do certain things. And yeah, the first tutorial is going to be presented by me, Capseo, and it is going to be a velocity tutorial. So the first thing we need to do is go into our folder where we found our song's key. We just click on our song, drag it in, there it is there. We find the clip that we want to be working with, which is this one right here. I've already picked it out. Okay, so from here, I'm pretty organized, so I've made little folders, even though I don't need to put them in there. So we've got the clip and we've got the song. So with the song, we need to find the first beat drop. So have a listen through. If you press L twice on your keyboard, you can bring up the waveform, which is kind of handy. There you go, I already know the beat's going to be here. Perfect, so I know the beat drops there. Put a little marker there. It's just the asterisk key on your keyboard. If you don't have an asterisk key on your keyboard, you just click this little marker button up here and it should put a marker just above. Next, drag the clip into our timeline, just like this. Lovely stuff. As the clip's not 1920 by 1080, it's kind of messed it up a little bit, so I'm just going to scale it up. You guys don't have to do this. This is just the clip's a bit of a weird res. Okay, so on the beat drop, we're going to want the shot to be on the beat, so we're just going to drag through until we find the first point where he shoots his gun. So it's going to be right here. So if we bring that one frame to the left so it's on the beat, that would be perfect. So okay, so what we want to do is when he pulls out the shotgun like this, we want it to slow down, get faster and faster, and then boom. How to do that? So we would press Control, Alt, and then T to enable time remapping on the clip. You add a keyframe obviously on the shot, the first bit of fire you see come out the character's gun. The keyframe before, so the one where it starts to slow down, I think we would have it around here, just as the gun's above his head. Keyframe that, and then we'll keyframe the final keyframe, so where we want him to like slow down after it's sped up. So I'll say like here. It might be a bit too far, we'll see. We're just gonna cut the clip. You guys don't have to do this, it's just me being OCD. And we're gonna put another keyframe before he pulls out the gun. So before he even does the edit, we're gonna add another keyframe here. So what we do is we highlight all three of the last keyframes, including the final frame, and then press F9. You've got to leave one keyframe and not easy ease so that the rest of the clip here is still the same like original speed. So once we pressed F9 on these three keyframes, you go into the graph editor, and as you can see, there's only like a really short period of time where it would slow down. So from the point where he drags the gun on top of his head, we could drag that keyframe a bit back to give him more time to pull out his gun. And after the beat, I would say here's like the next transition. So I'll drag this last keyframe here so that the next clip can go on this beat. Okay, so let's get back into the graph editor. Sorry if I've confused you guys. So we want it to slow down here. So this graph may look confusing to you. Don't get too scared. It's literally all you're doing is the flatter the graph is, just ignore these handles. The flatter the white line is, the slower your clip's gonna be, and the steeper it is. So when I say steeper, like the steeper the graph is like this, the quicker it's gonna speed up. On the kill, you can see this keyframe here is the kill. We want it to slow down and then bang, speed up. So we're going to drag this one up a little bit. If you drag it too down, as you can see, it goes flat and then it goes down, which is going to reverse the clip. And I can show you guys exactly. You see what I mean? So we don't want that to happen. We want it to be flat and then it just gradually speeds up, just like that. Perfect. And then we want this one to be completely flat. So once he's actually hit his shot, it slows down to like the slowest it can. Okay, if you hold Alt and click on these handles, you can control both of them. If you don't want to do that, you just click it normally and you can control both of them how you'd like. Okay, anyway, enough of that. We're gonna make it flat here so that it's really, really, really slow as he pulls out his gun. Slow, 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 slow. And then boom, he gets the kill. And once you've done all that, it might not look perfect straight away. Just try and error. So double click this, which is frame blending. What frame blending does is, if you've slowed down your clip too much, it just adds in a couple frames for you, which is kind of handy, just so that it doesn't look too choppy, like the slow-mo. And we want to add motion blur too. So enable motion blur and frame blending. Make sure when you enable frame blending, double click it. Don't have this one, have this one. Let's have a look, see what it looks like right now. It's not going to look crazy good, but it's going to be something. I'ma pull out them doors for I know no love come cheap. Ain't See, look, that already looks nice. And that's not even 2 minutes of my time. Boom. Perfect. It may not look that great in quarter res, but this is it in full. See, that looks nice, and with a little bit of impact, which we'll be showing soon in our layer tutorials, this will be perfect for a highlight montage. And to be fair, you don't really need any highlight montages are there to show the players clips really, so technically you don't really need any crazy effect. But later on in our tutorials, we'll be going through all of that, everything, so make sure to stay tuned with noties on. This is what we're about, where our aim is to help put you on the map through editing. Our goal is just to help everyone out, help people who don't know how to edit become editors. Okay, so the velocity is pretty much done here. It's a bit slow. I think we could drag this handle a bit back. All that means is it's gonna be, look, as you can see here, it's getting quicker and it's slowing down. All that means is when I drag it to the left, it's becoming quicker, even quicker, if that makes any sense, and slower, even slower. So it's becoming slower before it even gets to the keyframe. Let's just have a look at what that looks like. See, that looks alright. That looks nice. That looks nice. That's going to be it for today's tutorial. Velocity on highlight clips. I'm going to be doing soon cinematics, velocity on cinematics, syncing, everything like that. So make sure to stay tuned with noties on. Once again, On The Map Studios, new to this community. So make sure to share it with your friends, editors who aren't as experienced and want to begin learning. This is the channel for you. We are here to help you guys. So make sure to stay tuned, turn your noties on, because we're coming with bangers.